What if every choice you've ever made, every thought you've ever had, isn't just a fleeting moment, but is actually recorded somewhere? Not written down in some giant, dusty book, but etched into the very fabric of the universe. What if I told you that destiny isn't about being forced down a single path, but about the unique frequency you broadcast into the cosmos? Think about it. We live in a world of vibrations. Every sound you hear is a vibration hitting your eardrum. Every color you see is a frequency of light. Even your thoughts and emotions carry their own distinct energetic signature. Science is beginning to catch up with what ancient wisdom has taught for millennia. Everything is energy, and this energy doesn't just disappear. It leaves an imprint, a ripple in the cosmic ocean, a divine data trail that tells the story of your existence. In the Quran, this concept is beautifully illustrated by the term Al-Lawh Al-Mahfuz, which translates to the preserved tablet or the guarded tablet. It is often interpreted as a divine repository, where everything that has happened and will happen is recorded. But what if we looked at this from a different angle? What if this preserved tablet isn't a static, unchangeable script written before time began? What if, instead, it's a dynamic, ever-updating record? A universal cloud server that's constantly syncing with the data you send out. This idea reframes our entire understanding of fate. It suggests that maybe destiny isn't a pre-written story that we are forced to act out. Maybe, just maybe, it's a living document that is co-authored by you. Every action you take, every word you speak, every intention you hold, each one sends out a specific vibration, a unique frequency that is logged in this universal database. You are, in every moment, contributing to the script of your life. This perspective is incredibly empowering. It shifts you from being a passive puppet of fate to an active participant in creation's code. You're not just reading lines from a script. You're writing them in real time. You are the programmer of your own reality, and your thoughts, feelings, and actions are the lines of code. So, how does this work in a practical sense? Consider your own life. When you're filled with joy, gratitude, and love, what kind of experiences do you tend to attract? You might notice that good things seem to flow to you more easily. People are friendlier. Opportunities appear out of nowhere, and you feel like you're in sync with the world. This is because you're broadcasting a high, positive frequency, and the universe, like a perfectly tuned radio, is matching that frequency with corresponding experiences. On the other hand, when you're stuck in a state of fear, anger, or resentment, what happens? It often feels like you're hitting one red light after another. Problems seem to multiply, conflicts arise, and you feel disconnected and out of step. This isn't a punishment. It's simply the law of resonance. The low frequency you're emitting is attracting experiences of a similar low vibration. It's like tuning your radio to a static-filled station. All you're going to hear is noise. The universe doesn't judge your frequency as good or bad. It simply mirrors it. It is an impartial system that responds to the energy you put out. This is the great secret hidden in plain sight. You have the power to change your life's story, not by wrestling with external circumstances, but by changing your internal state. The key, then, is to become a conscious creator. It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your inner world. What are the dominant thoughts and emotions you experience throughout the day? Are they aligned with the life you want to live? If you find yourself dwelling on negativity, don't judge yourself, simply notice it. Awareness is the first step to change. Once you're aware, you can begin to consciously shift your frequency. This doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. We're human, and experiencing a full range of emotions is part of the journey. But it does mean you don't have to let negative states define your reality. You can choose to cultivate feelings that resonate with your desired future. How do you do that? Through practices like gratitude. Take a few moments each day to genuinely feel thankful for what you have, no matter how small. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can embody. It immediately shifts your energy from lack to abundance. Meditation is another powerful tool. It calms the mind, stills the frantic chatter of the ego, and allows you to connect with your deeper, more peaceful self. In that stillness, you can set powerful intentions. You can visualize the life you want to create, not just seeing it in your mind's eye, but feeling it in your heart as if it were already real. When you combine a clear vision with elevated emotion, you are sending a powerful, coherent signal out to the universe. You are literally broadcasting your future into existence. Think of yourself as a tuning fork. When you strike a tuning fork, it vibrates at a specific frequency, and any other tuning forks of the same frequency nearby will begin to vibrate in sympathy. You are that tuning fork. When you choose to vibrate at the frequency of love, joy, and abundance, you create a resonance that calls those very things into your life. The universe begins to rearrange itself to match your new song. This is the true meaning behind the idea that when you change, your world changes. It's not just a nice platitude, it's a description of how reality works. The core message is this: you are not a victim of circumstance. You are not a pawn in some grand, unchangeable cosmic game. You are a co-creator, a divine artist with the universe as your canvas. The story of your life isn't set in stone. It's written in energy. And the most beautiful part, you hold the pen. Every single day, with every single choice, you have the opportunity to rewrite your story. When you consciously choose to raise your vibration, when you decide to operate from a place of love instead of fear, you are sending a new update to that preserved tablet. You are telling the universe, this is who I am now. This is the reality I choose to experience. So, the moral of our story today is simple but profound. When you change your frequency, the universe rewrites your story. The power to shape your destiny has been inside you all along. It's not about waiting for a miracle, it's about becoming one. Start today. Choose a higher thought, cultivate a grateful heart, and watch as the code of your destiny rearranges itself to bring you a life more beautiful than you ever imagined. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the code of creation. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content that empowers you to create your best life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep your vibration high.